Joe Pastore with Platinum Method Coaching. The Dalai Lama tells us that the purpose of our lives is to be happy. Well, there are three kinds of people in the world: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. If you're not the first, isn't it time you took control of your life? You ever feel like no matter what you do, it's just not enough? Or you wake up in the middle of the night feeling unaccomplished, unworthy of the things you really want, like great health, wealth, relationships? Have you been considering starting your own business? Do you find satisfaction in what you do? Do you make enough money? Have you ever noticed how some people seem to get everything they want with ease, while others struggle to move forward? You want to know the secret? What is it you truly desire, and what would it be worth to you to get it faster than you ever dreamed possible? Well, I'm a certified life coach with Platinum Method Coaching, and I'm excited to share some tools, some stories of my experience and how I got to where I am today. And I'd love to help you get started on your own path of achievement, success, and fulfillment. So I'm going to do a series of webinars that are going to address issues that are going to help you to make a positive change in your life. It could be with regard to your career, relationship, health, or any other area of your life that's out of balance. And there are many reasons why you're perhaps not satisfied with your life. Whether you're going through a breakup, you lost your job, or you just simply woke up this morning feeling lousy. Sometimes we all need to bring balance back into our lives. Happiness is when what you think, you say, and you do are all in harmony. So as we'll be spending a lot of time together, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a single father with 3 boys, and I used to be a successful hedge fund manager, consultant, and advisor for a Fortune 500 company. And there I advised, coached, and consulted with other high net worth clients, their businesses, as well as pension funds and other Fortune 500 companies. So I've been advising clients in one way or another for over 3 decades. But then I went through a very long and expensive divorce, and I was having difficulty balancing the demands of work life and family life. I was asked to appear on the Sybil Shepherd show with regard to single fathers' rights regarding custody, opposite Gloria Allred. So I began helping divorced parents who came to me with questions regarding divorce, custody-related issues, on kind of an informal basis. I needed to arrange my life and find balance so I could still maintain a successful career and spend time with my boys. And that's when I made the decision to move to coaching as a career instead of a hobby. Career and life coaching is a perfect fit for me and a natural transition. It appears that everything I had done my entire life had led me to that point. I could finally have more flexibility in my life and be a greater part of my kids' lives. Now I'm happy to share the lessons I've learned, some of them the hard way, to help you bring your life back into balance. Anyway, enough about me. I'm sure you're more interested in how I can help you with your life journey. Platinum Method Coaching, we work towards finding meaning in life by achieving the goals you set for yourself. It could be a fulfilling job, more satisfying relationships, career change, having more time, more money, or just going home feeling like you did something useful and you made a difference. Now, success is being able to spend your life your own way. If you don't like the way things are, change them. The first step towards success is taken when you refuse to be captive of your own situation. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you respond to it. 20 years from now, you're going to be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things you did do. So by matching your talents with your passions and taking you beyond your limiting beliefs, you'll be able to achieve your goals sooner. And I want to give you the tools to create meaningful change in your life. We'll discuss any topic you want, but I'd like to begin by talking about some things that may be holding us back from reaching our true potential, like our limiting beliefs, patterns of unhelpful thinking, assumptions, interpretations, gremlins, which are those inner voices that tell us to play small and be careful and don't go for it. We can also talk about managing stress, and I'll also help you create a systematic way for achieving your goals. Having the right skill set and frame of mind can allow you to properly channel your energy and feel good about yourself so you can sleep at night. At some point, we'll talk about anabolic and catabolic energy, so you can work towards increasing your positive energy and decreasing your negative energy. Opportunity doesn't knock, it presents itself when we beat down the door. So our mission is to not only identify where you want to be, but help you develop a roadmap to get there. The biggest risk in life is not taking any risk at all. Change is the only constant in the universe. So over the course of these webinars, you're going to learn some skills you need to change careers, understand what motivates you, gives you satisfaction, get the ideal job, or recognize your stress points. If you listen and take heart to everything I say, you'll be able to have all the tools to affect lasting, positive change in your life. But first, let's start by getting in the right state of mind. So when you have the opportunity, you can present yourself as the strongest candidate and the positive light in whatever it is you want to do in your life. The most brilliant entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs used to go on long walks to soul search before meetings. This way he could put his thoughts in order and help come up with business ideas. Michael Jordan has said that you have to expect great things of yourself before you can actually do them. So it's important to match your strengths and your interests and your passions to align who you are with what you want to be doing. I can help you in clearing blockages with regard to relationship, finances, health, or any other part of your life that needs to be brought back into balance. We can help you get your life back on track and accelerate your growth. Try not, do or do not. There is no try, says Yoda. Awareness and action lead to results. So the type of person who can benefit most is those who are committed to making change and willing to do the work to get those results. Are you ready to improve your life? Well, the secret is getting started. So, over the course of these webinars, we're going to look at discovering your passion, learning your true career calling, repositioning your talents and abilities to land new roles, learning to relax and manage stress, get past your limiting beliefs, develop deeper, more meaningful relationships, get confidence, accountability, motivation, develop a powerful network, or improve any other part of your life that you want. So, let's get started by talking about beliefs. It's been said that when you change your thoughts, you change the world. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Steve Jobs once remarked that once you realize that everything around you was created by people who are no smarter than you are, you'll never be the same again. I want to share a little story with you. My friend and I went to a circus, and as we were passing the elephants, he stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held back, not in cages, by a little tiny rope around their front leg. It was obvious that the elephants could break the rope at any time they want and run away, but for some reason they didn't. So my friend, the inquisitive person that he is, he saw a trainer nearby and asked him why these beautiful animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they're very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age it's enough. But as they grow up, they're conditioned to believe they can't break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never even try to break free. My friend was amazed because these animals at any time could run away, but yet they didn't, because they believed that they couldn't. So they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something, simply because we failed at it once before. So what are your limiting beliefs? A limiting belief is something you accept about life, yourself, or the world that limits you in some way. Or stated more simply, a limiting belief is an energy block that prevents us from doing something. Some limiting beliefs we may learn when we're young from our friends, our families, people around us. They might also be assumptions that we made and we thought that they were true, but they weren't really. A typical example is how a limiting belief may be formed is when you're young, a boy might ask a girl out on a date and she says no. Now from that situation, an assumption can be made that girls don't like him, or worse yet, he's just not good enough. An assumption is made that created a belief, but it wasn't necessarily accurate. So we have to be careful when we assume that something happens under a particular set of circumstances. That will always happen under any circumstances. This is known as a cause and effect relationship. And that's why we have to always have an open mind and question our beliefs and the world around us. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of questions to think about, and this way you can figure out what some of your limiting beliefs may be. Okay, the first one is, what's a problem or limitation that's held you back for a while? What is it you'd like to do or have, but something stopped you or is preventing you from doing it or having it? What's really stopping you from getting what you want? Why is that a problem? And what does that mean? And keep asking yourself this over and over again. What does that mean? And why did that happen? What must you believe to make this problem even exist? What is it you believe about yourself that's made this a problem? What is it you believe about the world that's made this a problem? And what is this problem an example of? And this is an example of, what did you decide that your problem was a problem? When? At what point in your life did you buy into this concept? What decision did you make that caused this problem to be born? What does this problem mean to you? What would life be like if you no longer had this problem? Well, that's more than enough to think about for our first shot. But hopefully if you remember some of these questions, and I can send them to you if you like, write them down or just take them to heart. Figure out one area of your life that's a problem or one issue, and try to work your way through it by asking yourself these questions. Because you may find that it's really just based on a belief of something that you were told that wasn't accurate, or maybe it did happen under a certain set of circumstances, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So that's what a limiting belief is. And this is one of the biggest problems many people have, is that we don't even try to do things because we don't think we'll be successful. And it's for reasons that either never existed or maybe they're long obsolete. So if we can identify our limiting beliefs and get past them, we can make significant change in our life. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Next time we're going to talk about mistaken beliefs and patterns of unhelpful thinking. So until then, this is Joe Pastore with Platinum Method Coaching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future.